Welcome back to Monday Magnets. It's been a big week of football. Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera is taking the P155, the biggest comeback in AFL history. Dos, it was against your D's. It's a great day for McCabe, really.
Yeah, Naz got lucky, I guess. Very fortunate.
Dales, you watched it with me. I got home, because I actually didn't see the last quarter. I got home and you said, Baz, we're going to rewatch this fourth quarter. Seeing Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera take the piss.
I just thought you had to experience one of the greatest comebacks in. Well,
why didn't you experience it?
In AFL history. He was. I can't say that.
Yeah,
but he was getting a massage.
He was getting a massage.
Getting the recovery. Good shout.
Fair enough.
Love that.
Commitment and
I had
professionalism.
some hip awareness. So it was good. Tommy, you watched the game?
Well, we got into the locker room after playing the Tigers, and as the boys do, have our team meeting. Everyone goes on the phones, checks their messages. A few of the boys are in a friendly tipping competition, and someone said, I think it was Darcy Cameron, said, the Saints got done. I didn't have them for my tips. So I sort of assumed that game was over.
It was.
Anyway, when I was driving, sorry, I wasn't driving, but I was with Taylor, and we were going to her sister's birthday dinner, and she was driving, and I thought I'd just chuck KO on the phone just to, and it just happened to be the very last minute. It couldn't have timed it any more perfect. So I saw the goal, I saw the hanger, which was insane to tie it, and then I saw what happened next. I've just never seen anything like that in footy.
Have you ever seen like some takeover moments, like some like a period where you've been on the field with a guy and that was like their 2-3 minute period where they've just taken over the whole game?
He does it for 4 quarters, mate. He does it every week.
Sometimes, yeah.
Come on.
You think of like Nick Davis late against Geelong. Mason Cox in a prelim took the first half over.
I feel like those takeovers, though, they're done over the space of a quarter, which is still a pretty condensed time. This takeover was in like a minute of just, I don't know. I'm lost for words, Tails.
Yeah, well, I said that to Baz because Baz and I, when we were rewatching the fourth quarter, he goes, Naz has been nowhere near the footy. And I said, Bailey, just
he didn't know. He really hadn't been around it till that point.
Just settle down, mate, because the last 3 minutes is some of the best football you'll ever see in your life. And it was crazy. But yeah, I can't imagine how you feel, Dossie, as a D's man.
How good, Tails.
Yeah, I was sitting there at 3/4 time going, this is an absolute pounding. We're taking the piss. I actually looked at the percentage because Rog sent me a couple of weeks ago, the Blues were above the D's on the ladder. And he's like, we've had the worst season ever and we're above the D's. So I clicked on the live ladder at 3/4 time and we were like 0.5% off being above the Blues. Right. And I'm like, I'll give this 5 minutes. We'll kick a couple and I'll send the screenshot.
And then all downhill from there.
And then we lost in embarrassing fashion.
Awesome. Well, boys, we're going to get well into the round review a bit later because there's some exciting things that we want to talk about. But firstly, Tails, you had an impromptu trip to Adelaide this week out of nowhere. Watched the showdown with Checkers, and he had a DJ set at 3 a.m. Your flight home was at 6 in the morning. So how's the body feeling? How's the mind feeling? And how's the wake up?
Body's great. Mind's completely gone. That's
Mind
still
the game.
That's still back in Adelaide. Still checking in.
Hindley Street?
Yeah, Hindley Street. We went down to the Black Bull. Checkers spun the tunes there for a bit, and then we made our way to Cafe de Villiers. For those who don't know, 24-hour bakery. Just
One of the best.
It is.
Just
bakery.
Spiritual.
It's a godsend.
Yeah.
It's a godsend. And
You've got a couple years left in your career. 3-4 years of Brownlow Mitchell, and then
Well,
get into the bakery.
my mind went straight to almond croissants. That's my post-game day cheat meal. So if they're open 24 hours, I might fly to Adelaide just after this. And
It's like
is it worth the
mate,
flight?
it is so worth the flight. If you don't do anything in Adelaide and go to Cafe de Villiers, you've still done Adelaide right.
It's got like pies and treats, but it's also got like palmies and steaks.
So
It's got curries. And
after we landed on chocolate donut, I was asking Tails to bring me back some lasagna, a slice of lasagna. You couldn't do that. You couldn't fit that on the plane.
So as I'm nodding off in Cafe de Villiers, sitting just waiting for the airport to open up, Baz FaceTimes and he goes, "Can you bring me back a donut?" I'm like, realistically, I probably could. And then he goes, "Can you bring me back a lasagna?" And I said, "All right, Baz, now you're pushing it, mate. Now you're pushing it." But brought back a whole chocky donut for him. Got all the way through security.
Didn't have a bite in it?
Didn't have a bite. I had plenty at Cafe de Villiers to be fair, and then got on the flight, which Andrew Dillon was on at 5 a.m.
He was at our footy. He was on your flight.
Yeah, he was everywhere that weekend, and then came home at
Was he at the DJ set?
Yeah.
he might have been out the back just giving a few of these ones, but no, I brought it back to Baz, and he was well grateful.
It's funny. A Checkers itinerary often doesn't have a bed and often has a 6 a.m. flight, so you've gone bedless in Adelaide.
So the bed was a few seats at the airport. Was notified that I was snoring around a few people just waiting for their flight at 6 in the morning. But yeah, no, Adelaide, good place to sleep.
Tommy, have you had any impromptu trips in your time? Even if you're overseas at like in America, and then you and T-Flip just decided we'll head out, we'll go somewhere else tonight.
You're on the money. It's me and T-Flip have done that. We were going from, where were we going? We were in Spain. It was myself, CJ and Tom Phillips, and we were going from San Sebastian. I think we were going to Barcelona, and me and Flip decided a last-minute U-turn to Ibiza.
Good crew.
So CJ went and met a few of the others, and we did a U-turn to Ibiza for 2 nights, which was great.
Wow.
48 hours.
Yeah, in and out job.
That's all you need.
Tommy, we've also, I know this will spark your brain in some way, because me and Dos played this for 2 hours.
We invented this game over a few beers on Saturday night.
You just made it up.
Yeah.
We need a new game. I do love the numbers game, and that'll be forever iconic. But talk me through the initials game.
So the initials game is Dos will say a letter, and that'll be the first initial, and I'll say another letter. We'll say it at the same time, and then with those 2 initials, you have to think of
The best player?
player or
Current?
just famous people.
Current.
Do we
Yeah.
get players for this one?
Yeah,
think
we
go
can just do players. Yeah.
I think we do
And
players.
it's whoever gets the
Anyone.
best player wins, or like
Okay.
the biggest name wins.
I love this.
So Dos, first letter. I'll go second. You got to think about it as well.
Yep.
About what you're going to pick.
So I'm the first name, you're the
Do you want
last
me to-
name.
Do you want me to count you in?
Please.
All right. Have you got your letters?
Yep.
Have you?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
T.
M.
Tom Mitchell.
That was a setup.
No, it was.
That
I'm
was
not
an
even
absolute
kidding.
setup.
Tom Morris.
Great.
Yep, Tom Morris had a great career.
Tim Membry.
Tim Membry.
Tim Membry.
T-M-T.
I'm happy with that 3. Next, me and Tails will do 3 letters.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
go
so-
first letter, you go second letter.
Yeah, all right.
3, 2, 1, B. Brody Grundy.
Oh, I was going to say Brody Grundy.
Brent Guerra.
Yes,
Oh,
Dos.
that's good.
Brett Guerra.
Brent.
Brett Goods.
Very good.
Next one. Three apiece.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Are you two?
Dos.
So I'm
We should just
a
do a
letter.
whole podcast of this.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
this would be a good bonus app. 3, 2, 1.
L. LD.
Lyndon Dunn.
Luke Dalhouse.
Lyndon Dunn.
Oh,
Luke Dalhouse.
Yes.
How do you win? Like, is
Liam
it,
Duggan.
it's just,
You just want the big. I reckon the most famous.
is it you want the most famous? I think you want the most classic.
Niche? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like niche. Like Brett Goods is unreal.
Yeah.
We had some
Liam
great
Duggan
ones for
isn't as
SS.
niche, but
Did someone say
he's-
Liam Duggan?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
we had some great ones for SS. Your Stephen Salapex. Your who else do we have?
Shane Savage.
So we were saying
Savage.
celebrities. So we were going like.
I think footy players is good. This is a footy show.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Keep it nice.
All right, let's keep the pod going. But while we're going, I'm just going to randomly throw out an initials at some point. You don't know when it's coming. First one to get a player
Yeah.
to me wins.
I like it.
All right.
This is good.
This is awesome. Tommy, you're back out on the park this week. Played the Tigers. Week off. How you feeling?
Yeah, I felt great. It was good to be back out there with the boys on the G. Body feels great. Felt great to be back out there watching Nick put on an absolute clinic.
Yeah,
That was one of
wow.
the best games I've ever seen while being on the park. So that was pretty special. But great to be back on the winners list. I feel like our game's been in really good shape. We've had obviously 2 really close losses, but a lot of things that we measure and indicators of how we play have actually been really strong. We just haven't got the results. So we came back to our process, as Fly likes to say. That's his favourite word, process. And yeah, we executed on some things we wanted to. Third quarter, we kicked away a little bit and gave ourselves a buffer, which was handy.
Near 30 piece for you. You're just back, aren't you? Just so back.
That's good,
One
mate.
shy of the 30.
Do you almost find it easier to get the footy at AFL level than VFL level?
I
Yeah,
found
I know
it-
you only played for a month or so.
yeah, at
but-
VFL, I was getting some heavy tags. So I think at any level, if you're getting a heavy tag, Tails, you'd know all about this. It's, sorry, got your mid-coffee there.
Mate, I got it all weekend, and hence why we lost by 50. So,
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you.
So that always plays a bit of a factor. But
Is there any truth in finding the footy at different levels for you? What's the difference? Pace? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think because when you play at AFL level, you're naturally playing with guys who are highly skilled, can probably get you the ball when you don't expect it. Having said that, at VFL level, you're probably playing against players that aren't full-time athletes sometimes, so you should have the physical advantage at some time. But I think, if you can find the ball and, that's just the way you play, then I guess ball winners are always ball winners. You look at someone like a Lachie Neale, he's found the ball always his whole career. So, yeah, I guess some guys that's a part of their strength, and I guess that's something I try and bring to the team is distributing the ball by hand and getting the ball to the Daicos brothers and let them do their thing. So they were both pretty special on the weekend.
I'd like to nitpick, boys, because, you had a great game, Tom. You won the game. Nick Daicos, what a star. 0 tackles, Nick Daicos. So
It's hard to tackle when you got the ball.
Yeah.
I laid a tackle
Not
on the
many
weekend.
hit outs either for Daicos.
Yeah. Jeez.
Remember it was the contested marks for a little bit, and then he took 2 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it was his highest rated game of football. I know that there's so many superlatives that we say about him, but when you're out there and you got a front row seat, is it blowing your mind what he's doing out in the park?
Yeah, there was the goal he kicked at the top of the 50 where he stepped someone inside, and I had the perfect view of that behind it. I was like, that's pretty special. Then there was the goal he kicked left foot under extreme time pressure from the boundary drop punt, and I was also at the top of the 50, and I thought, he's one of the best players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, he probably is the best player I've ever seen, and he's 22, I think. Is he 22?
It'd be something like that.
Yeah.
Him and Naz, what have they put together for the weekend? 75 touches plus.
7 goals.
7
Yeah.
goals. That's
That's video game stuff.
Yeah, who else was good? Our man Tim Membry was very good.
Yeah, Skunker, he's been good.
Obviously, last week you were managed, and no player wants to be managed. You want to play every AFL game you can, but is that a conversation that you had with Fly, or Fly came and had with you?
Yeah, well, I think I played 7 VFL games in a row, 2 AFL. And so I think when you've done a big body of work after having missed 14 months, I think you've seen probably with the Collingwood team over the course of the year that players have been managed with whether the sub role, being sub or being subbed out, missing games through management. So it was my turn, and I guess, you never want to be managed. You always want to play every game, and in the moment, you say to yourself, or you say to the people you're having conversations with, I don't need the rest. I feel great, and I did feel great. But then you don't even know yourself when you have the week off, and you feel even more fresh. So I think it's really good management.
Does that give you more faith in the medical department, or this the fitness department, and even the footy department making that decision for you? Are you sort of oh wow, they know what they're doing?
Yeah, they do. Oh, there's levels to it. You need continuity. You can't just have rests all the time. But when you've done a big chunk of work, having that little circuit breaker to get your loads under a certain line. There's a threshold line for each player, and they measure your training loads, your game loads. If you go over the line, you're more at risk to injury, potentially. So they get everyone below the line, and then I think a lot of the time performance spikes when the guys have a rest at some point.
You know what they say, Dossie? You don't drive the Ferraris through the mud, mate.
Exactly right.
They only send them out on the real. Nah, you can't be wearing and tearing the tyres on the Ferrari. Everyone needs a service every now and then.
I was flying Ferrari in general. We've covered off on the Sunday games. We're going to go back to the Thursday games because it was sad to see Sam Docherty retiring after such a great career. But we just want to unpack this man Doc that we've been watching for a decade. Tommy, what have you seen? You must have played him a bunch of times. What's he like to play against?
Well, he's an incredible bloke, first of all, and has been an incredible player with what he's achieved, All-Australian player, captain of the club. But Sam Docherty's actually my good shout of the week because he's my good shout of the week because he deserves it. For someone that's overcome multiple ACL injuries, but on a bigger scale, someone that's overcome cancer multiple times. We had Cripper, one of his best mates, on the podcast we recorded before for On the Inside on the AFL channels, and Cripper remembers seeing him. He actually showed me a photo of Doc when he'd just been through his chemo, lost his hair, lost 10 kilos, and he said, I don't think you'll play again, Doc. And Doc was like, no, I'll be playing round 1. And he played round 1.
Yeah.
And he played every game that year and had his career best season. So I think if you want to talk resilience, doesn't get any better than that. So that's my good shout. How do you think that goes?
Mate,
that?
that's hard. That's one that's hard to top.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been put on the absolute back foot there, but I think even the whole game, I was going to say the modern era of football, he's probably one of the most mentally and physically tough players to be able to go through all the hardships and all those hurdles in his career, but still put his best foot forward, still front up for the club. And even when the club hasn't been reaching the heights and achievements that he's wanted to probably in his career, it's very easy to just sort of roll over and tap out. But he's just stuck it fat for the whole Carlton Football Club, and I think Carlton is going to, really miss having Sam Docherty around.
One of the best moments was when he came back. Might have been after the second or third ACL, and he kicked that goal round one. It was 100,000 at the G, and there was a standing ovation, and he slotted it. And that's one of those moments that make those YouTube highlights of best footy moments because, it was unbelievable.
Makes you think of just how much you can put your body through and your mind through and still get back. The power of the mind is so much greater than what we think it is, and especially for me, I've got levels to go to. I need to reach in there and get my frontal cortex.
They're in there. They are. Yeah, we've all got it in there, but incredible story. Credit to him. I think we're going to try getting him on the Ball Magnets pod soon. I think we need to do that. Or maybe we get him on Monday Magnets. He's retired now. He's got the time.
Yeah, it'd be an honour.
Yeah,
an absolute honour.
All right, leave that with me.
How about Guinea getting the new iPhone through? I don't know if that was a Telstra job or with the celebration after he kicked the first snag. That was mate. He's a character with his social media now. He's a good mark.
I like the salads that he's cooking.
Good marketer. Yeah, the salads he's been cooking. I think we've touched on it a few times. He's a changed man.
Now that he's got the new phone, we might have to send him a text to come on a Monday. Yeah.
True.
Tails, mate. On Saturday, it was a day of derbies, and this wasn't necessarily a derby. It wasn't at all. However, the Doggies pumped the Dons by 93. Did you watch?
Yeah, mate. That was a Friday night open train. No, I can't say that. That's really disrespectful.
You can, mate. You can.
No.
Tom was talking about thresholds earlier, just before, and if you go over the thresholds, you might get injured. I wonder what the thresholds of the Bombers have been because they just keep dropping like flies.
Every week there's just a new injury, and I feel so
shocking.
I feel so shattered for them.
ML.
Oh,
Michael
Long.
No.
Mitch Lewis, Michael Long.
Matt Leuenberger.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm going to give Dos the win.
Where?
I think Matt Leuenberger is pretty good.
Matthew Lloyd.
Matthew Lappin. Anyway, back to the Dons.
Matthew Lappin. I went Michael O'Loughlin because the O's got the little pot. But
it's a solid.
That's M.O.
Michael Lachlan.
Yeah, Michael Lachlan.
So, how good was Bont?
Mate, just as good as he can be. He's just
P.S.
Oh, Peter Street.
Paul Seedsman.
Phil. I don't know.
Paul
Scafey.
Seedsman.
Peter Street, surely.
Peter Street's
a
Yeah.
ripper.
Oh,
He was great on
Street.
He was great on AFL Live 04.
Yeah.
Could clunk it.
Yeah. He's a copper now. Copper in Geelong.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tall cop.
Yeah.
Well, Bont, 2 goals, 35 touches, 3 tackles. Sam Darcy, 6 goals, 2.
Sam Darcy and Aaron Norton are just
Aaron
quietly
Norton, yeah.
becoming a real connection piece in the forward line. It's I know there's obviously a lot better forward lines out there. But
I don't know if there is.
I'm seeing Baz just piss himself.
Tommy's given the
It's just, it warms the heart.
We actually sat on the piece. We were talking about it. It popped up on Friday night when we were watching the footy. Someone
Oh
used
my
the
God,
connection
first quarter
piece.
of the Pies game.
Yeah. So another commentator dropped one as well. I can send you the footage for that. But geez, we're going on some tangent pieces today, aren't we?
Yeah.
that's
Tangent
great.
pieces. Yeah.
JJ.
Jason Johannesson.
Shit.
Johnny Jorgensen.
Josh Jenkins.
Oh, that's good, Dos.
Josh
Well done.
Jenkins. Wow. James Jordan.
James Jordan.
James Jordan.
You play with James Jordan? No.
No, I would have played against him.
Johnny Jorgensen, the great Bulldogs player.
Actually a good nickname. That not that we've ever talked about nicknames today's show, but apparently they're calling him the Padlock up there. 'Cause he's just,
Right.
That is
he's
a good
tagger. They just call him Pad.
I love him.
That's
So good.
fucking
Yeah.
You used to love him.
Loved him. Now he's a
Anymore?
traitor. when you're out of the tent, the love's gone, man.
Jeez. What are we talking about now, Baz?
I was talking about
The pace.
how good. Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about the piece. I was talking about Jason Johannesson's piece. Good.
His pace.
Well, he gave 24
Oh.
piece, large meal, 24 piece,
The
and
whole 3 piece.
and the rest. Aaron Norton 7 goals, 1 though. They're building sort of their own Adelaide's 3-headed dragon that we love.
Well,
Where's the third head?
Jamara Ugle-Hagan.
that is Jamara fit and firing in that forward line. That is the best forward line in the comp, I reckon.
Is that better than the Crom at their best?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think like Tex.
A full strength Bulldogs forward line looks like Riley West and Cody Waitman as the smalls.
I really rate Riley West.
Yeah.
As a small forward.
I think the sort of the development of his career has sort of gone unnoticed because in the twos he played a lot of midfield, was getting 24 to 30 touches a game, and then would come in and play small forward minutes and just sort of not really be there. But now that he's had to go into Cody Waitman's shoes and fill them up, he's just starred for the Doggies. Like he gets in, gets under, gets the ball out, and fucking finds the goals more times than he misses.
It's a massive game this weekend as well. Dogs, Giants. That's going to be a real
Big
game
time.
that shapes the 8. Green out for the Giants. Kelly, Buckley. There's some big outs. Dogs play pretty well at Marvel. You think they're the favourites?
Bloody oath we are. Like, we are. At Marvel, we can turn into flat track bullies, but I also know when it comes to top 8 teams,
Yeah.
we just sort of fall away a little bit, which it'll be a real test for the boys. But, mate, Riley West, put him in for 3.
They are currently the favourites, and that is a rivalry. Those two teams.
Rivalry.
True.
A rivalry. These two teams give us ball bursters every time they play, it feels like. So very excited for that next week. But we've also got Crows Hawks, which could
Massive
go either
game.
way.
It's massive.
Crows
Yeah.
are favourites for that at Adelaide Oval.
Crows
So
percentage is crazy.
Crows are
It's
second
like,
on the ladder.
it's like
Last
146.
time they played Hawthorn was the game in Tassie, and I think Crows had a good lead. They probably should. It was the one that was torrential rain.
Yeah.
They probably should have won, but they'd be top of the table if they did get that game. I think they lost by less than a goal.
I
But they'll
can't
be wanting redemption, you'd think, this week.
I can't remember seeing a team with 146% this late in a season. Like normally, like the teams with premiership credentials are in and around the 130.
I actually think maybe that 2017 year when they made the grand final against Richmond, I feel like they were so offensive that year, they'd put up massive
Yeah,
scores.
true.
Be interesting to see their percentage that year.
Yeah.
I'm going to dig into the archives now while you guys
Yeah.
go.
I think their grand
like it.
final that they made was 2019. Not
Nah, it was
17.
No, it was 17.
17 against the
2017.
Tigs.
It was after-
2019 was GWS.
It was after the Doggies.
Oh, you're talking about the Crom. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about GWS.
No.
My bad, guys.
You're right,
That's
brother.
really my bad. Tommy also.
So I found this. Sorry, I've just found it pretty quick. Adelaide finished on top that year with 136 was their percentage. Then next was Geelong with 117, Richmond 118, Giants 114. So
Yeah, so
they
re-
had an extra 20% on every team that year.
Most like teams that finish first or second and the more dominant teams, they get around 120 to 130%. Crom is sitting at 146 at the moment. It's very high percentage.
Yeah, if they win another game without the Pies winning, I mean they'll be first by percentage. Tommy, have you got that Wikipedia or whatever you got up about that Crows team? Because on paper, if you look back at that Crows team, 2017, that on paper is one of the best teams ever.
Really?
Betts,
So they-
Charlie Cameron,
That was peak Rory Sloan.
Their grand final
Sloan.
side.
They had
Jakey Lever in defence.
Lee-
What,
Lever.
this could be a generational gap here, but I always hear this Crom thing. It's gone completely over my head. What's that all about?
I think someone commented on a post and said, unbelievable win Crows, but they spelled it wrong. I was like, unbelievable win Crom. So then everyone's like, Crom. And then they sort of jokingly, sarcastically started using it. And now it's like,
It's like how the Hawks are named and Hawk. Like
That's also gone over my
It's
head. I'm
like-
not really across that either.
You never heard hockey?
go to
No, I know
Hawk.
Hock and Hockball and that, but I don't know where it stemmed from. Did someone misspell Hawk?
I think
and,
Crom got misspelt. Like Crows got misspelt. I
and
think.
so did Hawk to Hawk. Did it?
Well, geez, there's a few butcherings there. Hawks to Hawk. I'm not sure.
Anyway, I was just interested.
This week you got grand final replay, Collingwood, Brisbane. You excited for that? And do you know if you're playing this week?
Well, I hope so.
Well,
Yeah,
you could
I'd
be getting
to play.
managed, mate.
Man, he's got 29.
No,
apiece.
well, it's going to be a massive game because the Lions obviously had a tough loss over the Gold Coast, and we had Lockie on the inside before, and you know they're a proud team and a proud club, so I'm sure they'll be wanting to bounce back, and we always have some pretty fierce battles with them. So I think the game's actually sold out already. It's going to be over 80,000, I think that I assume. So Saturday night, you know, two teams that are in the top four currently. It's going to be a game that's really important for us as well. So looking forward to it Saturday night.
How do we think about this? So this Saturday coming, or the Saturday just gone, we had two games starting on the Saturday night. We had a 7:35 and an 8:10, and the 8:10 was the showdown, not a Perth game, which was interesting. This week, it's not two primetime games. It's two 4 o'clock games. So we got Suns Richmond and Swans Essendon at 4:10 and 4:15 respectively, and then Pies Lions get their own.
Well, I'm glad we're hiding the Bombers now because they've just been on Thursday night and Friday night footy for the last month and a half. So I'm glad that they're getting that 4:15 against the Swans, SCG. Let's sort of pretend that they're not playing this week.
Well, Carlton always are getting the prime times this year. They are Sunday 5:10
Oh my
in
goodness!
Perth, which I don't know if I've seen that time slot this year.
Well, that's Freo's prime time though. Sunday
Yeah.
5:10. That's
The West teams love a Sunday
Yeah.
late night, don't they?
yeah.
What's with some of the Friday slots having two games on a Friday? Don't you love the idea of Friday night footy, one best game of the
Yeah.
round?
Everyone's watching the same game at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
Like this Friday's good.
Crows Hawks.
Crows Hawks,
Yeah.
one game, really
yeah,
good game.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
I
Like,
agree.
I think they do it when the first one could be a bit shit. I don't mind it. I don't mind it if it's like a WA
Yeah.
game starts at 8:10 when our game starts at 7. There's like a little bit of extra footy on. It's like I don't mind that, but
Tails, do you reckon we go to Adelaide again this weekend?
Jeez.
Friday night.
BL.
Brendan Lade.
Brian Lake.
Why did I don't know what name I thought, but I'm thinking of a Lynch, but
Ben Long.
Ben Long. BL.
Aiden's laughing. It's always good when you get the producer laughing.
Yeah.
That means
Are you
you've-
liking this?
you're onto a segment potentially.
Brendan Lade just go.
Brendan Lade's pretty good.
Fuck.
But am I kind of ruining the show at the same time?
No.
I
No,
love this shit.
because when we compilate all this up, it's going to be hilarious.
Will be funny.
KH.
Kyle Hardigan. Wow.
That's
I haven't impressed myself with that.
That's the I went back and looked at the 2017 Adelaide team, and Kyle Hardigan was the fullback.
KH.
That's why I brought it up.
Carmichael Hunt.
Wow! Wow!
That's a trump card right there.
Wow! From the clouds.
That's a C, isn't it?
From the
Carmichael?
clouds. No, it's a K.
No, it's K.
It is?
Kai Homan.
Oh,
Kyle Hardigan I thought was awesome, but Carmichael Hunt's very good.
I'm going to leave on that note. I just got trumped, so well done, Baz. I'm out.
Well
Too
done,
good for me.
Titch.
Well
Bad
done.
luck.
See you, lads.
good shout.
It's always good to have you, mate.
All right, boys. Now Tom's gone. We can say
Marshall.
we can say
Wanganeen-Milera.
Now we can talk about how really bad the Pies were. Hey, just quietly, Gold Coast Kings of Queensland.
wow.
That I did not see coming. By 66 points as well.
You know what I didn't see coming? My sister putting her wedding date the day before my birthday.
That
Didn't see
is
that coming.
inconsiderate.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
That's flat.
You know-
flat as about that, Sarah.
Sorry, Sarah, we got stuff on. We're hanging out somewhere.
And thanks for the invite, Sarah.
Weren't you going to be away? Weren't you going to go away for your birthday?
I'm thinking, so they did it next year. So they were getting married next October.
Oh, Jesus.
Not this October.
Yeah.
So still keen
Milking
for
it.
Byron Bay. But Tails, Chris Fagan said in his post-match presser that we don't usually play this poorly. This is we're lucky in our team that this happens very rarely. Do we get beaten by this margin?
What a flex.
Well, they're a pretty good team. Doc.
Yeah.
Must be nice. There's three.
Well, you
blokes
better
on the
correct
weekend.
it at the MCG against the Pies, Chris.
Yeah. Or
Can't have two mulligans, Chris.
Or Titch will
like
come
the
and get
animals.
you.
Well, we know where they'll be. They'll be at the Pullman.
Yep. Yeah, they will be.
Oh, we'll go to Salt.
I'll
Getting
pull.
salt.
I'll pull a few sneakies. I'll leave a few banana peels out.
I find myself in some mental holes sometimes. I just would like to
Holy
figure out
shit!
if
You right, mate?
yeah.
Brother.
Do we? Need
I think so. I think I'm okay.
we
But
need
I
a
would
powwow?
love. You guys got any feedback for me and how I'm living my life at the moment? Please feel free to chime in, Aiden. There's a mic free over here, brother. I know you pick up shit.
Look, some of the ways you sit on the couch, I'm scared you're going to turn into a pretzel.
Yeah.
Legs over your head and fucking like the sort of the curvature you have on the couch. That scares me a little bit.
Bit of Kucha Sama.
Same.
Sama Kucha.
Dos from afar. Are you saying anything from Q?
Isn't it Karma Sutra?
Yeah, I butchered that.
Sutra Karma.
KS. Kama Sutra.
Kevin Sandringham.
No, any feedback?
I just keep rocking up. Keep dotting the I's. Keep learning, Cross the T's.
Keep loading.
Do them all.
Boys, thanks so much for joining me.
Are we going to do a piece of the week?
Oh my
We've
God.
completely missed the pieces.
We got 3 or 4 minutes to do our piece of the week. Taz,
Yeah.
who was our piece of the week last week? And he did
Go
reply.
Naz. Go Naz. Just voice message Naz right now.
we had Isaac Heaney.
Isaac Heaney did
And
respond.
The
Dos.
boy
What?
did
Isaac
respond.
Heaney responded.
Yes, he did.
An A grader.
Great. This is the moves that Monday Magnets is making.
What's your excuse, Dan?
People don't understand, bro.
What's your excuse, Dan Curtin?
So
no, probably
We
didn't.
sent our massive voicemail to Isaac Heaney. Then we got this at 3:26 on the Monday. Appreciate the love, fellas. Thanks for reaching out. Bring back El Topo, or as it felt, El Sloppo. Few big ones there back in the day. Great week, fellas. Much love.
Bloody awesome Haynes.
Isaac Heaney. He's so hot as well.
I reckon he would come on the pod if we asked him to. Actually, I might make a decision at the moment. He's got a company with a couple of the other Sydney lads called Doozy.
Oh, the
Doozy Beers.
Doozy.
Do you reckon we message him back and say, hey, mate, like us 3 boys would love to come up and just do a video promoting Doozy at one of your pubs, at the Coogee Pav?
Jesus.
And we'll just
we
go
just
up.
played the initials game.
We'll go up for their Mad Monday.
Over a couple of doozies.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, a guy just followed me on Instagram called Will Taylor.
Oh, is he from the Big Bash?
No.
Well, Dos,
Piece of the week.
piece of the week, mate.
Nick Vlosten.
Yeah, great
He's
call.
been in phenomenal form.
Well done, Nick.
Well done, Nick. It was pretty funny across the weekend. Vinny goes, do you reckon Nick Vlosten's in and around the All-Australian?
Oh.
And Shrey goes, nah, not even close. And I don't know if that's Shrey going, of course he is, he's in good. Because the whole league chatter is that he's pretty much a lock. So I don't know if Shrey was being
Do you reckon Nick
sarcastic.
Vlosten's a lock?
Yeah, I think he's a lock.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well, it was just funny because David King came out and he goes, yeah, he's a lock this year.
David King said that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't think he is.
I don't think he is either.
just
After Vinny said that, I looked at the stats too.
like.
But it was just funny because after Vinny said that, like on my Instagram, it was David King, Nick Vlosten is a lock.
Well, no wonder. Yeah, that's where he gets his fucking. He watches one fucking thing a week and it's fucking fireball. That's all he fucking does, mate.
He said after this is just talking about how Vinny gets his great outrageous football takes. After Matt Rao broke the record for most contested possessions in a game, he goes, Matt Rao's going to have the most contested possessions for the season. Said, oh my fucking god!
No shit.
Einstein, you are beyond belief. Man.
Vinny, I don't, and he doesn't
my
understand.
God.
He
Poor
doesn't
Vinny.
understand. Vinny, if you don't know, Vinny's the other roommate of me and Tails and I. Vinny, I want to give that guy collarbone sandwiches way too frequently. Jesus. He just fucking, he's so dumb and annoying and painful to be around. Just all the time. So that's good. Piece of the week, Tails.
Do we just go straight for the big fish?
You go and Naz.
And-
Well, I just need your piece of the week. I've got one to come, and you've got to pick a piece of
Hang
the week.
about Naz does follow me.
Huge. All right.
So-
Well, if you want to pick Naz, go.
Do we give him a voice message?
Yeah, but I still got a piece of the week to go.
Okay,
bro.
you give us yours.
All right, my piece of the week is a combined. It's the combined. It's Mason Wood and Marcus Wintega.
Yeah, good
because
call.
both of them were unbelievable in their own right to make that St Kilda win happen. So just leave it there. Tails.
And Max Hall. I'll give Max
Oh
Hall
my
another piece
God,
of the
how
week.
could I forget about Max Hall?
Max Hall
It's
was
the
unreal.
saint of the week.
Max
Not
Hall
the
was
piece of the
probably
week.
better than both of them.
Another piece of the week, I'll give to Riley Thilthorpe.
Okay.
He played out of his skin, won the showdown medal.
Jeremy Cameron, 11.
Yeah.
Oh, my
My
goodness.
favourite part of Riley Thilthorpe was from 50, he was lining up, going to have a shot, sidestepped someone, brought it back inside on his opposite foot from 50, kicked it and kicked a snag. I think that was his first of 3 for the night, so
All right.
put it to bed.
Tails, we got to wrap it up. So let's send Nasiah Wanganeen a quick voice message so we can get out of here and kick our day off.
No, it's not. We can't do that.
I mean, if Naz responds after the influx of messages he would have got in the last 24 hours, he might go clear of Isaac Heaney here.
He's
Yeah.
got 100. He posted on Instagram 12 minutes ago. He's got 133 comments already.
All right, let's go.
So we've got to
great.
really
We can act quick here.
Not
and
great for
act quick. And
cut through.
not great for Reach, a Monday morning post.
He's also active now, so.
He's active.
Call him.
Naz, it's Will Taylor from the Monday Magnets here, mate. I'm sure your phone is gone to absolute jelly since about 12 hours ago, mate. You are an absolute star. I think I don't have to say much more, mate. That was some of the best football I've watched in my entire life. You are the piece of the week on the Monday Magnets, so might have to get Tom Mitchell to get you on and have your own episode. So it'd be good to have you on, mate.
Congrats on Pace of the Week, Naz. We actually went Yochi's out for Naz last night, Sunday night. We went at 10:30 for you, just because we felt like it. So congrats, mate. Unbelievable.
Naz, you broke my heart, ruined my weekend, destroyed my year, ruined my confidence, but that was some performance. You're a star, and we love you. Piece of the week.
We must say Caden is a Melbourne fan, but yeah, well done.
We love your Pace,
But I'm a
Naz.
Naz,
Love
I'm a
your
Naz
Pace.
fan.
Love
I'm a Naz
it.
fan.
All right, boys. Well, that's been lots of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I had fun.
Tom Mitchell, some initials, and Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera. He's active now, so that's great to know.
One more initials. NWM.
Nikki, Winmar, Michael.
Thanks so much, boys. That's been so much fun.